In the wake of the outbreak of the notorious coronavirus, our children are confined to the insides of an apartment or other insides. Luckily, our kids get to spend the time indoors in a sauna at the J Pension. What is it? My parents-in-law have a wonderful setup here. They've got a small little pension with 3 separate buildings, and every building has a little sauna inside that's got a shower, and you can fill up a hot tub with hot water. So that is what the little ones are doing. The pension has been eerily quiet as people stopped coming. Temporarily there are no bookings. I think my brother-in-law just had some guests over last night. I don't know how many. But overall, people I think stay put. Not too many people venture outside and go explore. I just saw a car passing by and the people inside were wearing masks. The paranoia is hardcore. Last night, all the kids were sleeping in this bungalow and the adults in this bungalow. And today, all the kids are playing in this bungalow and all the adults are hanging out in that bungalow. There are 3 altogether. We've survived yet another night during the corona outbreak. Everybody's well, everybody's healthy, and we're having breakfast. Mali, what are you doing? You're doing little auntie? What are you doing? Your other knee? What did you do? Fall on your knees in the bathtub? Huh? Hey. Can I have a seat? Don't walk. Lucy and I just spent a couple of days at Lucy's parents' house, and basically everybody was there. The entire family got together. And since both of the pensions are closed, I think there were a few customers just yesterday, and for the most part people stay away from public spaces. Hardly anybody rents vacation spots. I think most people are saving money or are simply afraid of going out into public spaces, particularly the ones where, you know, like hotels where bed sheets are reused and, you know, things have to be cleaned. So the kids are all there, and it was good. It was kind of like just being away from everything. But today we had to come back home with Lucy Liam and Mali stayed at their grandparents because tomorrow we have to go back to the school. And while I was there, I got to see some television, something that I don't usually do at home. But since my parents-in-law are a little older, they tend to watch the news a lot. And so I've noticed that the numbers of new cases that were reported jumped up drastically. So the last video that I made, I posted it on the 24th of February. And today is the 27th, so it's exactly 3 days later that I'm looking at the numbers. And so the last time I mentioned the numbers stood at 608 cases. Right now the numbers are at 1,766 cases. Yeah, shocking. That's over 1,100 cases in 3 days. There's a total of 13 deaths. 24 people have recovered. And from what I saw on the news reports, there are about 21,000 people, over 21,000 people who are presently being monitored for the possibility of carrying the coronavirus. One of the other articles I read that was published by either the Korea Herald or Korea Times mentioned that about 57 or 54 or 57% of the overall numbers here in Korea, they have been related to the Shincheonji cult here in Korea, the one that I've talked about, which started in Daegu. Apparently the Shincheonji cult has about 200,000 members, and as days go by, there is more and more people that are being revealed. Just the other day, apparently, the head of the safety and health inspection here in Korea has been diagnosed with the coronavirus, and apparently has also been one of the cult members from that particular church. So 200,000 is a staggering number, and that's why Daegu has right now the highest number of cases, standing at about 1,000, well over 1,000 people. And then the other cases are kind of spread out throughout Korea. With Ulsan, presently where I live, there are 6 cases reported, which is not horrible, but not great either. I remember people were talking that we're looking at numbers hitting somewhere in the 2,000, but the way things are going now, I could see these numbers to be going way, way up. And I'm looking at the World Meters website that shows the numbers of all the cases across the globe. And the third one on place is the Diamond Princess, which I didn't know what the heck that was initially, but somebody mentioned that it's the boat. There was a boat that was quarantined off the coast of Japan, I believe. And apparently the number of cases on that particular quarantine boat are going up as well. Fourth on the list is Italy with 528 cases. And then Iran with 26 deaths, which is bizarre because Iran has only 245 reported cases, but a number of deaths that's higher than that in Korea. It could have something to do with the quality of healthcare that Iran can provide to its citizens versus that to the Korean government and the type of healthcare that we're able to get here. In any case, a drastic jump of 1,100 cases within 3 days is shocking, and if the numbers continue to go up like that, we'll be in the 10,000s by the end of next week, which is another reason why Lucy already mentioned today that we may have to be closing our Hagwon for another week, which is something that I already mentioned earlier in the previous video. I suspected that we'll be closing our business for 2 weeks, which leads me to the next point of asking you guys to please help the channel grow, making sure that you subscribe to the channel, share the channel with your friends and family, ask everybody to subscribe. We're taking a serious financial hit. We're closing our business, which means 2 weeks of no income. We have no other sources of income. It's not a peachy situation at all. So if you can help, the only way that you can help is hit that subscribe button, share the link with everybody else, help get the Live in Korea channel monetized, get things rolling here, and hopefully make life easier. And I encourage you to do the same thing for other YouTubers, particularly the ones that are living in Korea and teaching ESL, because most of the public schools are being closed, and teachers are forced to make a choice between either taking their vacation off or having to come into work. And that's in public schools. But in private schools, private academies closed down. The directors, like ourselves, are not making an income, and so we can't afford to pay our employees. And so people who are living in Korea and are teaching English as ESL teachers and are working in private academies are presently unemployed. So help those guys as well. Visit them if you can. Subscribe. It's just a button. Push it, red button, subscribe. Hit those numbers up. And keep coming. Make sure to come back on Monday. I'll have another podcast. I may have a guest on it. I'm not sure yet. I'm working on it. It could be a surprise, but it will definitely be another update on the coronavirus this upcoming Monday at 10 p.m. So make sure to be there. In the meantime, if you're like me and are living in Korea, or you simply enjoy watching videos about South Korea, its culture, people, and food, hit that subscribe button. Help the Live in Korea channel to get monetized. Like, share. We'll see you next time.